We zijn in Roemenië, Transylvanië, samen met boswachter Kees van Son. Hij is hier om inspiratie op te doen. Want de enorme plantenrijkdom kan hier niet zonder de mensen die hier leven en het land bewerken. Transylvanië is het gebied met misschien wel de rijkste boerennatuur van Europa. Hooilanden met honderden soorten planten en tientallen soorten vlinders. Maar hoe hou je dat in stand in een tijd dat de landbouw sterk verandert? We gaan op stap met Ben Mehedin van natuurorganisatie Adept. Dit is het 4e en laatste deel van onze serie over landbouw en natuur in Roemenië. Ben, last week you took us to the Wildlife Center of Adept.
Yep.
What kind of organization is Adept?
Adept is an organization which has to do with nature conservation and rural development. So basically, Adept is an acronym from Agricultural Development, Environmental Protection in Transylvania. So we do both rural development and biodiversity conservation. And in these activities, it's not that we're just sharing nature with people. We also help those who are custodians of these lands to understand and to have a better connection between the quality of the nature and the quality of their products, because they can have then a certain segment on the market for the people who do appreciate also eco-services that they're providing through the way of farming they're doing. And of course, we do help the small business.
En een van die kleine bedrijven die door Adept geholpen wordt, is een kaasmakerij. So this is your little cheese fabric.
We are making cheese here for the last 9 years already. And as you can see, we use a copper cauldron. This is handmade by gypsies. It weighs in over 90 kilos because we want to have heavy material so we can keep the heat for a longer time. We use copper because there is a certain oxidation happening with milk and copper, and like the Swissmen do it, it has a certain effect on cheese.
And where is your milk coming from? From cows, from sheep or goats?
No, we have cows.
Oh, you have cows?
Yes, we have our own farm. I always like to say that we're fully integrated. So we produce the feed and we have the animals and we produce the final product.
Okay.
So and we also cannot collect milk because since we use raw milk, we cannot ensure the quality if we buy any type of milk.
De kaasmaker gebruikt dus de melk van zijn eigen koeien. Maar hij maakt zich zorgen. Want het gaat niet goed met de Roemeense graslanden.
I take part in a very important project for me, which is about biodiversity. I totally believe in this because I think heavy agriculture has destroyed most of the nature, and we have forgotten about pastures, and our pastures usually they get in 20 years most of our pastures will be forests, and we have a big problem with this because we could be a second France or second Greece with feta, for example, because we have tradition in this region, but we shouldn't do it in factory farms. We should use our pastures, and for us it's very important because 6 months a year our cows are on the pasture. I know what it means for the quality of the milk, but I also know what it means for the health of the animal. And this healthy point goes further to the customer. And when we start understanding this, that monoculture is the worst thing farms can do, I would I would also say the best thing would be to force them to have animals. Each big farm should have animals too, because then you don't have to buy any chemical fertilizers, for example. Yeah, so this is a big point, but unfortunately, most of the legislation goes in the wrong direction.
Can you make a living from making cheese this way?
Yes and no. The combination is pretty hard because, as you surely know, agriculture is a pretty intensive thing to do. And I wouldn't say that with cheese, it's okay. You can make a good living out of cheese. But since we have animals and land to tend to and so on, it's always combined with large investments. For example, the workshop also cost money. We built, because we had the cows in 2 different sheds in the village, and these were old stables. We had them in. I didn't like the air there. They didn't have good water and so on. So I built a new shed for them, which has cost, of course, a lot of money. But it was worth it because I see the quality of life for the animals in the first place. So our approach was to make sure that we have a place where we can have a stable production, and then we made sure that the animals have a good life. And now maybe in the next 10 years we can take care of our machine park, because this is quite old, but we try to work with it. So it's this combination of, maybe it would be easier if I only bought milk. Yeah, that would probably be easier, but this way this is just how it is.
Kaas maken op een traditionele manier. Het gebeurt op allerlei plekken in Roemenië. Vișcri is een plaatsje waar nog veel boeren leven met 1 of 2 koeien. Adept heeft hier geholpen bij de aanschaf van een gezamenlijke melktank. Overdag grazen de koeien onder leiding van een herder in de heuvels. 'S Avonds komen ze terug naar het dorp.
They go every day to the pasture, to the grazing land, and then each evening they're coming back home. So they're leaving about 7:30 in the morning, and they're getting back around 8:30 in the summer. But then, as it gets darker sooner, they come sooner until end of October.
So he's milking by hand.
Yes.
Milking by hand.
Old style.
Old school.
Yeah, and old school. Exactly.
Old school. It's going very fast.
Yeah, but it's only 1 cow, and in the maximum has 3 cows for milking, and the milk has to end between 7 and 10 minutes.
Okay.
So for 1 cow. So it has to be like this. Otherwise, they may damage the other.
How many liters does this cow give?
Cam câți litri de vacă asta?
La mulsoară?
Da.
Cam 10.
About 10.
About 10.
Yes.
Okay, the whole bucket.
Yeah, the whole bucket.
Okay.
En zo wordt geprobeerd met kleine ingrepen het traditionele boerenbedrijf in stand te houden. So the milk has arrived. Can you tell me how it works?
Yes. But I have to start a long time ago.
Okay.
Not so long time ago, but about 15 years ago. We thought that there is a connection between this way of farming with big cattle and the richness of the meadows in biodiversity terms. And we wanted to encourage people to keep the cattle.
Yeah.
Because this was keeping moving an entire system.
They had very little cattle.
Yeah.
Little.
Yeah, because
Just
because
two or
at that
three?
time they wanted to sell their cows and get rid of it because it's hard work. It's the milk had no price at that time.
Okay.
And in order to improve the price, in order to this activity to be attractive, we offer to help them having their own milk collection point with their own tank.
Okay.
And to do tests for the milk in order to be more powerful in negotiation with the processors. So people are bringing the milk here in the cooling tank. They used to do this before, but at that time the tank was belonging to the factory.
Factory,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
While now the tank belongs to them, and they're about I don't know 26 or 27 people who are bringing the milk here,
Okay, so much.
and they're selling in bulk their milk.
But it's good for the villagers and it's also good for the biodiversity of the land.
Yeah, so it helps the economy of the farm and also it helps the biodiversity through the traditional activities.
And it's very simple, just a milk tank for the villagers.
Yes.
Zo, Kees. Het zit er bijna op, hè?
Ja joh, helaas.
Ons avontuur in Roemenië.
Wat was het een avontuur, hè?
We hebben wel even goed kunnen proeven van het boerenleven met de natuur hier, hè?
Ja, leuk hoor, leuk. Echt heel erg. Ik heb er echt heel erg van genoten.
Kan je iets noemen wat je bijblijft?
Ja, die vlinders, dat is... Oh, ik vind dat zo geweldig. De prachtigste vlinders hebben we gezien.
Ja.
En vlinders die ik dan ooit wel van naam heb gehoord of plaatjes van gezien. Maar die vliegen hier allemaal nog gewoon rond. En,
Ja, je moest het ook steeds even opzoeken ook, hè?
ja. En ja, nou ja, dat gezoem van die insecten. Hè, dat we er gewoon tussen stonden gisteren met die man van Adept. Waar we dus die ons dat veld liet zien waar ze dus hun zaad oogsten van al die wilde planten.
Ja, heb je ooit zo'n veld gezien eigenlijk?
Nee, echt nog nooit. Zoveel, zo massaal, zoveel insecten, zoveel vlinders. Ja, het was bloedheet, maar weet je, het was echt fantastisch om te zien.
En wat neem je nou mee? Waar kunnen we nog wat van leren?
Wat ik gewoon graag zou willen is dat we in mijn werkgebied, hè, Nationaal Park Drentse A, dat we daar gewoon ook wat meer op een kleinschalige manier, want dat is het, hè, kleinschalige manier.
Ja, dat heb je deze week meerdere keren genoemd ook, hè?
Ja, aan het werk zouden gaan en teelten die er thuis horen, zoals graan en koren en aardappelen en misschien ook wel maïs. Maar ja, andere producten waar heel veel gewasbeschermingsmiddelen overheen moeten, waar heel veel water overheen moet of juist gedraineerd moet worden. Dat is niet goed voor de waterkwaliteit, voor de insecten. Ja, en dat boek, daar staan...
Ja, daar begon het natuurlijk mee voor jou.
Daar staan bijna al die dingen in die wij gezien hebben. Dit beeld, hè, dit beeld met een fruitboom en een pageit en een hond. Nou ja, hier ook, hè, 3 honden. En, weet je, dat is allemaal niet zo heel lang geleden. Was dat nog in Nederland?
Nou, volgens mij moet hij weer terug in de tas, de koffer in.
Ja, jammer hè. Ja,
We gaan naar het vliegtuig.
Ja, we gaan naar het vliegtuig. Nou, daarbij
Ja.
Roemenië. We gaan er vandoor.